What up, tubers? Yes, another lame video, another lame follow-up video on our percolator coffee. I'm going to bag and tag it, so to speak, today. If you haven't seen some of the other vacuum sealing videos, what I'm going to do is pre-package some of this coffee, so I don't have to take this, and I don't have to take a container to measure out my coffee. This is already pre-measured and tested. So we're gonna vacuum seal up some. I'm also going to vacuum seal up some of the darker roast. So I got a couple different kinds. This is the light roast of the Silver Spur coffee. Buckaroo blend. Yeehaw! Eye candy for today is M1 SOCOM. SOCOM 2. Now don't get excited, it's just an airsoft rifle. A broken one, to be exact. Finally broke it. I was using it for pigeon control. Worked great. But since it broke, I decided to practice my painting skills, and this is called Riptile. And this camouflage pattern is the bomb. It's freaking cool. And again, this is called Riptile. You can get it from montactical.com, the stencils. Watch their videos. It is a great color pattern, blends in with everything, and it just looks sweet. Yeah, it is the bomb. I was so proud of myself when I painted this. This is what my AR is gonna look like here in about 2 months. It's gonna be cooler, not so hot. I'll be able to take some time, paint it nice, make it look nice and sweet. That's how you paint a mag. Contingency plan. Yay. So, yeah, this was a great gun when it was working. It was a fun little gun too. 420 feet per second with 26 grain BBs, man. That's a pretty hard hitter for just a cheapy Dick's Sporting Goods $80 airsoft rifle. It was pretty cool while it lasted. I said about 3 years of hard use, I would say. So, okay, well, let's get down to business. My coffee scoop that I was using yesterday, come to find out that that's just a little tad under 2 tablespoons. Okay, so one of my little scoops is most coffee scoops is about 2 tablespoons, give or take. I used 2 different kinds and both found that they were a little under 2 tablespoons. So you go heaping on your scoops and you'll be right in there. Now, 8 scoops turned out to be a half a cup of coffee grounds, okay? So with that, I'm gonna just use this because it's a little bit faster. I'm gonna make this a little bit of a heaper. So it's heaping, and we're gonna end up with that. Alright, nice, flat, compact. This will last you indefinitely. It's freaking hard as a rock. The cool thing about this vacuum packing is that it, uh-oh, gotta find my dog. Stand by. Max, where are you? There you are. Good boy. Good boy. He's pretty good. He doesn't he doesn't go tearing off after too many people. Usually only if they're walking a dog. And he just goes up and sniffs. He's so big that he doesn't get violent. He doesn't have to get violent. That's the beauty about having a Great Dane. Nothing really is going to challenge him. or very rarely anyway. We haven't ever seen anything. Pit bull or a Rottweiler, probably. But I don't know, we haven't ever seen anything like that yet. So, okay, anyway, we go. Vacuum seal. Now I got the roll. This is an 8-inch roll, by 20-something feet, I think. I don't know, but I'll make my own bags. This is why you want to get your own, get the roll kind, because you can custom make them to any size you want. Again, these have marks on them for cutting straight lines, and if you also use the paper cutter that you can get at Walmart for 10 bucks, you can make some really nice straight lines, and it helps when you're doing this. So let's put this in here. Let's get us a bag going, and let's get this baby going. Show on the road. Mark, mark. All right. So now I've got 2 opened ends. So that's not going to do us any good. So what we're going to do is we're going to close one end. Nice and tight on the edge. Good straight edge. Seal that bad boy. Been having some issues with my Ziploc vacuum sealer lately. It hasn't been wanting to bite and seal it or vac it. You want to inspect it before you start and make sure you don't have any creases in your seams. If you do, you might want to either hit it again or start over, because if you have a crease in here, chances are it's going to leak, and then you'll come back a month later and your bag is going to be all inflated and your coffee's going to be exposed to the elements. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is let's get us a big old heaping half a cup of coffee here. I'm gonna spill all over the place and make a mess. Good enough. Put a little more in there because that wasn't quite heaping. Alright. Level it out a little bit. And get this in the Presto change-out machine. See, it's just not wanting to bite for some reason. Might have worn it out, I gotta tell you. I've used the snot out of this thing for all kinds of different things. There it goes. For 49 bucks, can't expect super miracles with it. It did a ton of medical supplies. It's done a ton of maxi pads. It's gotten a lot of use over the last 2 years. Alright, so here you go. Now, if you can see the line, I got a lot of excess. So we're gonna snip that off, clean it up a little bit, cut down some of the waste on here. Stick it in there. Careful not to compromise your seam. And now we're gonna be like that. Coolio. Alright, now the one last little thing is that these might be a little big. Gotta make our notch. Gotta totally make our notch. Because if you don't, yeah, it's too garagey to use that. I don't have a shorter pair. Stand by. Dick. We'll be winding in a minute. Alright, so here goes my notch. The bigger the better. It's more visible, and you don't have to quite go in the edge so deep. Got a pretty good edge right here, but that one might be a little bit harder for people to see. In emergency supplies, yeah, I could see a real big one, but these are just for me. I know where this is at. So, all right, there's two. I'll do one more for you. And do I have a tape measure on here? Inch. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. That's about 4 inches. That's what she said. Let's see if we can get a 4-inch. Yeah, we'll do about a 4-inch bag here. I think that. That might be just a touch small to work with, but oh, that's probably going to be a little bit small. We'll save that one. A little longer. We need it longer. Hey, that's what she said again. Alright. About 5-ish. 5 to 6 inches. Average. Average length of a white male Christian is 4 to 5 inches. I'm a godless heathen, so they threw on an extra 2 inches for me. That was nice of them. Alright, so that's that. Check the seam. Looks good. I got a question for you guys. If any of you care to partake, I might try to throw in some sort of a prize if you can answer the question. I don't know. You might just get a slap on the back, an attaboy. Maybe I'll try to throw something in. Oh, you know what? I'll throw in a name tape, suck less name tape for you. If you can answer this question. I'll let this run. What is it? September 10th, 11th? I don't know. Pretty close to September 11th, ain't it? Sad day in history. Here it goes. What's the first thing you know? Okay. What's the first thing you know? If you can answer that, I'll send you a suck less name tape, morale tape, or a morale patch, suck less on it. Get that up in there more. Oh, that did good. Beautiful. I could probably even get up in there farther. Yeah, you want to try to make these as compact as possible. I have a sneaky suspicion that I'll be able to stick these inside that coffee pot, that percolator, and store, I don't know, 8 of these things, a couple days worth of coffee in it. Now, here's something to think about. All you survivalists and preppers. Barter. Yes, sir. That's some barter stuff right there. Yeah, I posed a question yesterday. How much would you give for a nice hot cup of joe on a cold winter's day? Hell, how much would you give for a coffee pot worth of coffee? Well, Now you're gonna go, well, dude, you know, that's a half a cup, you know, you're gonna put this in your regular old coffee maker. Let's see, my 10 cup electric drip, what did I put in there, 5? I put 5 scoops in, so not quite 8. So for this percolator, I gotta use 8. But, you know, the thing of it is that, you know, these are half cup packages, 8 scoops. So if somebody wanted to brew, you know, smaller thing of coffee, you know, they could use, you know, this can make multiple pots. And if you wanted to, you could certainly pre-measure out different levels of coffee. The reason I'm doing this is because this is what goes in that percolator, and we're going to be going on a camping trip here soon. Sappers gets out here on the 19th of October, so I want all my stuff as much as possible already pre-made, possibly pre-frozen, like my food. I think those guys are kind of going to want to be on their own. I think Sappers was talking about going to possibly going to Walmart and grabbing a bunch of Mountain House or, you know, MREs, whatever. And that's fine, you know, 'cause nobody likes to sit there and cook. Me, I will have some vacuum sealed chili that all I have to do is drop into a pot, boil it. I'm going to have some pre-made pasta, spaghetti sauce with, I always use a pound of hot Italian sausage and a pound of ground sirloin in my spaghetti sauce. I like it really thick with meat, and that'll cover Friday and Saturday, and then we're going home Sunday, so all I have to do is a lunch on Friday for me, dinner for me Friday, breakfast, lunch, and dinner on Saturday, which I will probably be attempting to make breakfast burritos out there. And I always, you know, I'll have more than enough for myself, and I'm gonna have stuff for these guys because they're gonna smell it and they're gonna go, wow, I want some of that. I wish I had brought some. Jackhammer Mike's got their 6, I promise. There'll be plenty. So, eggs, bacon, hash browns all rolled up in a nice burrito with some salsa, sour cream, and cheese. Truck camping, you can go a long way when you're truck camping, you know. You can really get spoiled doing some truck camping. It's very comfortable, especially that spot we go to. That's a great spot. No 4-wheel drive required. It's off the beaten path. Easy to get to, easy to camp up there and set up there. Great soil. 1 ant mound out in the wash, and one as you come into the place. There was a big one of black ants there. There's red ants in the wash. But other than that, a couple of camp mascot tarantulas, and some kangaroo rats and stuff. There's not much else around there. I'm sure there's snakes, but whatever. So, there you have it. Oh, guess what? I almost forgot. Notch it. Serious, dudes. If you don't notch this, you're going to have a hell of a time trying to open this unless you have a knife or some scissors. But there you have it. Vacuum sealed coffee. And not the instant kind. So, alright, well, I hope you got something out of the series. Again, that percolator coffee was the bomb. I did a new pot this morning, and I actually did 15 minutes and 8 scoops, and it was just incredible. That's the ticket. I could probably go with 10 scoops and make it really crazy, but 15 minutes seemed to be really, really good, and it was really tasty. It really gets, I guess, the bitterness out of it, the acid out of it, whatever out of it. I don't know, but man, is that good coffee. All right, with that, I am out. Cool. Good one.